first of all, is how many of you here know how to create a PowerPoint? Raise your hands. Send an email with a couple attachments. Yeah, everybody? Okay, great. Now, keep your hands up. Keep your hands up if you know how to build a mobile-ready, rich media microsite. Hands came down. So I'm here to tell you that you can all keep your hands up. And at the end of this presentation, you could all be creating your own rich media microsites from your PowerPoints, from your PDFs. We'll show you how. So let's start with the PDF story. So 25 years ago, one engineer in Silicon Valley developed this wonderful document format for printing. Yes, to simplify printing. But today, with all these things happening, SaaS, I've been fortunate to be at Salesforce and SuccessFactors, which is now part of SAP. We were still using the PDFs, selling these solutions. And then wonderful tools that we're all using right now, the mobile platforms and YouTube came along. We're still using the PDFs. And guess what? We have all these intelligence platforms. And everything is analyzable and trackable. You know everything that's going on your website, but you don't know anything about your PDF. And yet, there's way more document pages that are in PDFs and PowerPoints than there are web pages. And guess what? The very expensive people that are creating these PDFs are you, are me. We're doing that. We have no idea if it's working. In fact, we kind of know that it's not working. And so that's the problem that we want to talk to you about. How can we make this work for all of us professionals, starting with folks that really are doing customer-facing communications, because that's where the money is oftentimes, right? So what are our alternatives today? Well, we're here to tell you, you don't need to learn all these new things, and you don't need to become a web developer and a designer. You could still use your PowerPoint, and you could be there in that lower corner, and you could create your static, comfortable stuff in the tools that you know. Some of you will try to share it on SlideShare, which is really just, kind of dumb version of that same document online. But it starts getting to analytics a little bit, so it's kind of interesting. But the real interesting and engaging stuff is if you could start combining some of this analytics and getting much smarter together with creating an immersive web experiences. But to do that, you need to hire an agency or train yourself. And we're all resource poor, time poor. So that is what we're going to talk to you about, how you can instantly start creating the types of customer-facing documents that are 3x more engaging than the conventional stuff, at least. And accelerate your sales cycles. Get you more leads. Do this, if you're here, I see a lot of startups. If you're here to get that investor money, get your investors engaged and excited and emotionally irrational about your business because they've seen that video up front. That's what we're talking about. So how are we going to do this? Well, let's start with the software piece. So we do three things. We take your existing content, we suck it into the system, let the machines do all the intelligent reworking. It turns out to be a customer-ready HTML5 experience, and then you can choose to add all sorts of enterprisey things. Branding, deeper analytics, control so you know exactly what's going on with your documents, and so on. And then push it out whatever your customers are. Secure website, no problem. Embedded as part of your PR strategy into any media publication, no problem. Just, the idea is you create it once, you publish it anywhere. So that's what the software does. Now, there's two other parts of the equation, and you could see the software demo. There's a video that you could just play there on the left-hand side, and we're not going to do it for you right now, but you could all reach this presentation because it's live, and engage and drill into more information. The second piece is that we have from my alma mater at Stanford, we've met a bunch of great psychologists, neuroscientists, cognitive psychologists, social psychologists, who are all helping us turn information into behavioral change using a bunch of research that happened in the last 5 years. So we're baking that into our product, we're sharing that with our strategic customers, and you would be benefiting from all that insight that is not available in the market. And then thirdly, some of our customers have a lot of money, not a lot of time, so we can support them with creative and content services and take the pain of creating and authoring from them. And we have agency partners that do that as well. So that's what we do. We started with B2B marketers who live in white papers and thought leadership stuff that is not that engaging. They're not getting the signups that they were hoping for. But it's interesting, it's spreading. And so one of our biggest challenges is actually limiting to who's using it. NOAA is one of the customers, and so that's an event experience. So you could find RELAYTO on the stage. The same type of documents are in the NOAA website right now. And investor relations, for those of you in the fundraising mode, is actually becoming a very interesting opportunity because there's a lot at stake around creating a perfect, engaging experience and telling your story. So that's the vertical solutions that we've already developed and are developing. The track record that I care the most about is that our customers are winning in the marketplace of ideas. They're winning awards. So we just, in the last few months, our customers won 26 creative awards and Markham awards. And the irony is that we don't have any designers in our team. So they're just taking some existing content, putting it in, tuning it up a bit, and without having a creative agency, they're winning creative awards. That's the magic of the artificial intelligence and what we're doing for them. And the team is, on the one hand, very Silicon Valley and very fortunate to have the right connections from people that build billion-dollar startups and exits. But we hustle really hard. This is the hardest working team I've ever been a part of. I'm very proud and fortunate to be working with our team. And the call to action for you guys is actually, we're not looking for money. We're doing pretty well. But we're looking for great customers. And if you have portfolio companies that you want to introduce us to, we'd be happy to help them out. And if you want to try it out yourself or let your marketing team try out the product, you can see the live version here. And you can see this presentation, and we could upload your documents and get them out to you in our streamlined experience in a matter of minutes. So look forward to connecting with you afterwards. Many thanks.